Hey everyone, my name is Jen O'Sullivan and we're going to be doing Dr. Ollie's hair follicle spray. Really great for scalp support. If you haven't watched his video, just do a search for Dr. Ollie. So A-O-L-I. You can just, that's Ollie, Dr. Ollie. And you can check him out, and his video is amazing. Lots of really cool information and understanding peppermint and how it helps the hair follicles grow, which is really, really amazing for many of us, especially when you feel like your hair, like I used to have this side, used to be on this as well. I used to have super thick hair and now I don't anymore. So it's just as we age, we start losing hair. And so, you know, if you want to, I've actually just started his regimen as of last month and I'm super excited about it. So it just makes my scalp feel really good. So he talked about making a hydrosol. We're not going to do that here. You could totally make a hydrosol as a DIY make and take. So watch that video. I'll get the video and link it through on this one so you guys can watch that. But that I give a whole entire lecture on how to make a hydrosol. Or you can just use distilled water. Now for me personally, I used aligned distilled water, so you can Google that. You can kind of make your own aligned water, or you can buy a system that allows you to align your water. Aligned water is just a different, it gets it into the cells much quicker, or just use distilled water or use hydrosol. So you can make your own hydrosol super easy, and you can make your own lavender or peppermint or rosemary. Those are my three top choices of hydrosols for hair. And if you make a hydrosol, you could even do all three. You could take all three plants and put them in there. So that could be its own little make and take, or just get yourself some distilled water. Okay, it's not so hard. And then because this is really probably a make and take that you would want to do with pre-existing customers. So sometimes you do make and takes that are for everybody. And it's literally just come over, we're going to do something fun and simple, and you're going to love it, and you're going to get to try some oils. Or you do a party for people who are already your customers and you just want to do kind of like a customer appreciation, like learn, your DIY learning, and they bring their own oils. So that is important because a lot of these can be, this can get more pricey. So the hair follicle regimen that Dr. Ollie put forth, it's a lot of oils, and so I'm going to go over the top oils that I would put in here, and I don't usually do more than 7 in any blend. That is just the way that I've been taught, and it's the way that I feel that the oils can actually work better in synergies, in odd numbers of synergies. And if you get up to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, those kind of higher numbers of oils, it literally just lowers the amount of actual constituents in each oil because of the drops per like spray that you're getting, if that makes sense. So we're gonna use lavender and cedarwood. So I'm gonna go over what you would use if you only, so in order, if you only had these oils, you could just do lavender and cedarwood. Okay, you could start there. Peppermint was his main one that he talked about. So that would be my first like triple. So you would do a trinity of lavender, cedarwood, and peppermint. And then if you wanted to add more, you would go into, again, depending on what you're trying to do, but I would add rosemary as my 4th. I would then move into cypress as my 5th, thyme as my 6th, and then clary sage for women. And if you're a guy, use like a spruce, like Northern Lights black spruce is one of my favorites, or you could do the Idaho blue spruce, which is amazing as well. Like super, super amazing oils those are. Okay, so you're gonna get your spray bottle. And again, you can just do it half full, you guys. You can try it out. So rather than putting 20 drops of all of these in, you can do a half mix and see how you do. See if you like it. See if you wanna add some oil to it, you know? So what I do is make a synergy in its own bottle, use half of that, fill it up, see how I like it. If I want to add more peppermint, which is usually what I end up doing because I like the way that tingles on my scalp. But you don't have to fill up an entire 4-ounce bottle. You can do a 2-ounce bottle. You could even do a 1-ounce spray bottle. Okay, so they make them in 1-ounce cute little spray bottles. So just something to consider. So if you're doing a make and take and you wanted to do it for a bunch of people, maybe make those little tiny spray bottle things for everyone and do a synergy, meaning put all of these 20 drops or even just 10 drops of each in one bottle, and then everybody gets like 5 drops of that in their small little sprayer bottle. Okay, so just something to consider. So for here though, I'm just gonna do half. Okay, so I get these all ready by just taking the caps off. So I'm just gonna, in order here of how we use them. Again, it's not like something where it's set in stone that you guys have to use these oils. And Dr. Ollie put oils in there that he really likes to use. He uses a lot of cypress from all the different cultures, which is awesome. Taiwanese cypress, Japanese cypress, and the main cypress that we all use. So that's just what he puts in there, and that's good. Those are good. Cypresses are great for your hair. So lavender, start with that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, I'm making a half concoction. So we have a lot of make and takes to do, so I don't want to use up all my oils, but this comes out much slower, you see. 6, 7, 8, 9. Luckily, we're not waiting for sandalwood, right? Or vetiver, super thick oils. So each one has a different thinness, thickness, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's based on what's in the oils, the constituents actually that are in the oils. So oils high in sesquiterpenes are going to be a little bit heavier, whereas oils that are thinner are higher in monoterpenes and oxygenated monoterpenes. So remember, you see how I'm stabilizing the oil drops by putting my finger here, so I can actually stabilize it and get them in there just right. Oops, I lost a drop. Where did it go? It's like a drop of oil landed somewhere. We got to get that drop. And then finally, clary sage. Okay, so I'm not putting blends. If you've noticed, I'm not using blends. I'm using singles to create a blend. Okay, so that's a better way to go, especially when you're doing something like this. If you were gonna do a synergy just for a make and take synergy that's pre-established, we do those all the time. So like when we do the chapstick or the lip balm, you can use just Stress Away. Really good lip balm on its own. So if you love like Joy, you can make a Joy lip balm on its own. So that's something just to realize, like an eye serum, like Gentle Baby on its own. It's really good. So their pre-established synergies are done for a reason. You can bump them with things. I always bump them with things. It's super fun. But notice how I'm swirling them, not shaking them. It's a better practice to swirl rather than shake. And then what I'm going to do is add my half full of my aligned distilled water here. And I'm going to show you how this works. Okay, again, I'm doing half full, not full. And then because this is something that is going to be highly oxygenated, because we are shaking it, you want to keep it in the refrigerator and you want to use it within about a week or 2. All right, this is important because this is highly oxygenated. So that means that every time you use it, you're shaking it, which you're causing the oils to oxidize. So you're going to spray it all in. Like what I do is I get it all down my scalp, part it, spray it, part it, spray it. I get back in the back here, spray it, you know, underneath, get it, you know, like you have to like section your hair. If you have short hair, go for it, girl, because that's easier. But for us people with long hair, you have to kind of section it off and spray it so that you're getting it in there, and keep it in the refrigerator. This is beautiful for summer because it's just so cooling. Your scalp will feel phenomenal. But what I always do is I take a shower. My scalp is hot and steamy. I towel dry off my hair and I spray it. And it doesn't leave my hair oily at all. So just know this is a follicle hair spray. You're going to spray it on there. And then I actually will wrap it in my towel. And that towel is going to case in those oils. My scalp feels like super cool and tingly. I love it. And just go about your morning, putting on your makeup, doing whatever that you're doing. And then about 5 or 10 minutes later, you can blow dry your hair. Good to go. And then at night, before you go to bed, do the same thing. Split your hair up, let it be, it's dry. So in the morning I do it when it's wet, and then at night I do it when it's dry. Just split my hair. My husband's always like, what's going on with your hair? And I'm like, it's just water. And it dries not greasy. So just know that. And then go to bed and you're good to go. So twice a day, and this is just something that you'll do, and just make smaller batches. Keep it in the refrigerator. smaller batches so that you can go through it quicker. You should only go through about this much in a week. Okay, just like saturate your hair, make another one, and each time you make one you can kind of mix it up a little, like keep the same 3 or 4 main oils, like again lavender, cedarwood, peppermint, and rosemary, and then try different ones. You know, Hong Kwai, really good oil. There's so many there are so many good essential oils for hair. So you can use geranium, you can put lemon. Lemon is really good for your scalp. Okay, so just start looking up different oils and what they could be used for, and start looking into different options, and just mix it up. So then just, you know, try that, but keep the same first 4. Those are the ones that I would highly recommend, even up to the first 5, up to cypress. Cypress is important. And if you do have hormonal issues, keep that clary sage. Okay, so again, it's just dependent upon you and what you personally love and make. So that's it for our hair follicle spray. So see, it's a fun one. It smells cool too. I mean, my husband laughs sometimes because if you put the thyme and the rosemary, it starts smelling a little bit like a pizza. So if you don't like that smell, eliminate thyme. The rosemary is fine. It's a good spicy smell. Add geranium to it. That's gonna make it a little more floral. Or you can do ylang ylang. Ylang ylang is great for your scalp as well. There's a lot. Watch Dr. Ollie's video. So, all right, we'll see you on the next one. Hope this is being fun for you guys. Bye.